to Langdon Hall and we are off to a beautiful lunch in one of the rooms. I'll show you the table. It is absolutely stunning. Oh, it's so pretty. I'm so excited to be here. Snuck away from our lunch to be with my mommy. She's come to work with me and help me take photos and stuff behind the scenes. But we just finished up our lunch, which was absolutely amazing. CAUDALÍE actually decided to do a like plant-based meal, which I loved. There was no meat in any of our dishes and they were fabulous. And then now we are heading off to a wine tasting, and I believe we have a little like private shopping room with BSP. So I'm really looking forward to that. And then we'll be able to go get ready for dinner and check out our rooms. So I'm really, really looking forward to that. But yeah, okay, let's go to the lobby and meet everyone for our little wine tasting, which I'm so very excited about.
We upcycle grapes from our vineyard in Bordeaux to power all of our skincare products to make sure that what we are bringing to market in terms of the research and development is the most powered, antioxidant-driven products. It is at the core of our Vino Pure collection. Grapes are through and through Vino Pure alongside the rest of our collections. So we figured what a better way to start this trip than have you guys kind of get a little taste of Bordeaux. So myself alongside Mario will be leading you through a wine tasting where we will be sampling a bunch of different Bordeaux options, including our Chateau Sniffelt with the 2018 vintage, which I will speak to you guys about. Should we get started?
Got my room key. I'm gonna go check in and check out my room. I'm so excited to see what the CAUDALÍE team has in store for us. I can't imagine it is just absolute perfection, but look, so pretty. Okay ladies, it is time for a room tour, and I think I might be staying in the most luxurious suite here at Langdon. Oh my god, I feel so spoiled. This is like my dream come true. But let me give you a proper room tour, and oh my god. All right, so as you walk in, you have a lovely little table with just a darling little welcome card that just says, "Dear Miss Guerrero, welcome back." And then we have a bathroom here. And then as you walk in, you have a desk, a beautiful little balcony, which we will have to go out and check out later. And then this is the main living area. So we have a TV, a living room and seating area with the cutest little bits from CAUDALÍE. We are playing some pickleball tomorrow. So we have the cutest set from Aerie, a little visor, some hokas. Jack is gonna be so happy for me. And a new water bottle as well as a sweatsuit. Jack is gonna be so jealous because if you didn't know this about Jack, his favorite color is green. We've got some mindful affirmations and the 5-minute journal. This is literally so cute. I absolutely adore this. We have a little coffee corner back here, which one of the things I love most about Langdon Hall is that they always have an espresso, which is the perfect way to wake up in the morning because you guys know I love my espresso. And then we also have a little day bed, and it's actually sleeps 2. So this is actually a great room to book if any of you have any younger kids or just a family and you all want to sleep in the same suite, because I believe it actually sleeps 4. And then over here we have a table with a beautiful big window, a fabulous china cabinet. Oh, I want one of these in my home one day. And then through here we have the main bedroom with some little goodies from CAUDALÍE. We have some Damson Matter PJs. These are so cute. A toothbrush, which fun fact about me, if there's one thing I always forget when I'm traveling, is a toothbrush. The amount of times I've had to call the front desk for a toothbrush is embarrassing. We've got a beautiful cozy robe. Oh my god, this is like the fluffiest thing ever. And look at how amazing this bed looks, and look at these windows. Oh, you bet I will be sleeping with these windows completely open to enjoy all the bright light in the morning. And then through here we have the walk-in closet. I've already got some of my stuff set up. I've got some accessories, my fragrances, makeup in here. I've got my outfits for the next day or so, my PJs from Lily Silk, some shoes and my luggage. And then through here is the main bathroom. So we've got the main bath here. We've got the shower. We've got a beautiful bathtub over here. And then we've got the main sink with so many goodies. So I have to show you everything that we have here. Starting off with the range that we are here for. This is the Vino Pure range. Now, this is not a range I talk about very often, mainly because I do not have acne prone skin. But for example, Jack, who has dealt with lots of acne in his past, this is actually a range that works really, really well for his skin. So this range has just been reformulated, but we've got the moisturizer, the serum, the toner, the cleanser, which Jack really, really, really loves. We've got obviously the classic instant detox mask and my favorite, very, very favorite makeup removing cleansing oil, which I do not go anywhere without. And this is a product that I really don't talk about enough, but we've been using this ever since we went to Madrid. We all bought this because it wasn't available in Canada yet, but both my mom, Jack, and I all swear by this. It is essentially a pimple cream. You can apply it like 3 to 4 times a day, and it really works wonders for like reducing redness, inflammation, and just like literally getting rid of the pimple. It's so good. I know I like don't get a lot of pimples, but when I do, this is what I use. It's magical. Moving down, we've got the new CAUDALÍE sunscreen, which is finally available in Canada, and I'm so excited for you ladies. I will say, just as a disclaimer, for those of you with darker skin tones, definitely try this out before you purchase it, just because I have heard from some creators who have darker skin tones that it does cause a white cast. Again, this does not cause me a white cast, but I don't want to be ignorant to other skin tones, so just try it out before you buy it. But it really, really is amazing, great for sensitive skin, and it's 50 SPF. This is a mineral, by the way, so good. This is a product that I actually have already purchased and own. These are the self-tan sun drops. These are amazing for those of us that use sunscreen every day, so our faces are a little bit whiter than the rest of our bodies. It works so well. It's not patchy whatsoever. So good. I'm so glad I purchased this, but now I have a top up. These are so cute. What is this? It says dermatologists recommend using a different face cloth every day to prevent breakouts. We've got you covered, grape skin for every day of the week. Oh my goodness. That's so cute. They got all the days of the weeks. Oh my god, that is adorable. I will 100% be using those. That's so darling. And then through here, we've got a beautiful necklace from Pandora, a little Touchland hand sanitizer, some jewelry. Oh, maybe I'll wear these tonight. These are also from Pandora. We've got some Ilia goodies, of course the classic beauty elixir, and then I'm assuming this is just a little bag to put all of our goodies in. And then we also have a super cute little getting ready vanity mirror, which is absolutely adorable. We've also got a little note. What does this say? Purely grape affirmations. Can you see that? I choose to see the grape in all moments. That is so cute. I love CAUDALÍE so much. The CAUDALÍE team just knows how to spoil us. I'm so excited. Anyways, like I mentioned, we have dinner in a couple hours. So I think I'm actually gonna start getting myself ready to go to dinner. I do wanna redo my makeup just because I have been a little bit of a sweaty monster today. I think maybe it's like when I get nervous, I start sweating. So I wanna redo my makeup, give it a good wash, and then I have the most amazing dress to wear tonight. I'm wearing my Hunter Bell green and white dress, which I am so incredibly excited about. So yeah, oh, I can't wait. I'm so excited. I got my mom with me. Oh, I thought I forgot my glasses because I can't those things. I got my mommy with me. This is the best part about being at Langdon Hall. Totally is that. Get my sidekick with me. We're just gonna go shoot content. I really want to take photos of this dress because it's really pretty. So before I start getting ready for dinner, we are gonna go sneak away and take some photos. I found a really cute location that we're gonna do that. Fun fact, this is where we're walking, pretty much exactly where mom and dad got married. It is so beautiful, and my room is just up there because look, we're by all the, are these daisies? I'm not a plant person, but I think we're gonna take photos here because these flowers are so beautiful. I've got dinner in about 40 minutes, and because 40 minutes flies by, I've decided to not redo my entire makeup. I'm just gonna touch up what I currently have on because I just don't want to run out of time. So we're starting off with my CAUDALÍE Beauty elixir. This is great because it's hydrating, but also it's antibacterial. So if there's any yuckiness on my face, this is gonna help get any of that off, which is great. It's also so soothing. I love it. Okay, makeup is all done. I'm just gonna finish that off with a little bit of the Caudalie mist. I've also been loving this RMS lock setting mist. I initially wasn't like a huge fan of it, but it's nice and glowy, and also I just need some extra hydration because again, I've had my makeup on all day. So I'm gonna go in with more of this. We want to be extra glowy for dinner tonight. Look at how good my skin looks. So good. Okay, I'm gonna put my hair up in a ponytail for dinner tonight. So I think that is gonna be the hairstyle of choice. And then we're gonna get into my outfit and we're gonna take some photos. And then we have cocktails at 6. So let's go. Okay, makeup is all done. Time to get my outfit on and get ready for cocktails. Oh, my makeup turned out so good. It looks funky in this lighting, but then I've also got a high pony, which is perfect. Okay, ladies, I just quickly wanted to show you my dress from Hunter Bell. This is the final look. I've gone with a sleek ponytail just because this is honestly what photographs best. My beautiful top handle from Holland Cooper. I actually also brought my clutch, but I just love a top handle. I think it's such a me look. I honestly prefer it over a clutch, even though clutches do look very, very elegant. And then jewelry wise, I have got my beautiful new Idol drop pearls, sorry, not pearls, diamonds. The big diamond necklace, which I wear all the time, and then this new beautiful long pendant with this gorgeous diamond at the bottom. Super, super simple. Yes, the girls are out tonight. But this is the outfit and I feel so, so beautiful. It is absolutely amazing. All right. Let's go. I am just heading over to cocktails. We took some photos in this dress and I'm so, so happy with how they turned out. So let's go grab a drink and enjoy the rest of the evening. Looks like we've got some drinks set up, maybe a little charcuterie board perhaps. We are just in the Colonel's room for dinner tonight. I am back in my room now and it has gotten so chilly. I am like freezing cold. Fall is clearly on its way here in Ontario. But we are all going out to a little campfire outside, which is like the most Canadian thing ever, and I love it. Now, I actually had totally forgot, believe it or not, to pack for this campfire, but thankfully, Caudalie has left us a little sweatsuit. I recently posted on my stories that I literally don't own a sweatsuit. I do now. I am going to get into this. I'm so cold. I'm like shivering. I'm going to get into this cozy sweatsuit and then head out and hang out with everybody for a little bit. Where's the sweatsuit from? It feels so soft. I'm sorry, I'm just really nosy. Oh my god, it's from Aerie. That's so cute. I love it. Okay, I'm gonna get into the sweatsuit and then head out with everybody else. I feel very, very cute. This is the little sweatsuit that Caudalie gave us. It is from Aerie. I have no idea the style names of anything, so I am sorry if these spark your interest, but this is what I'm wearing. I layered my Lily Silk PJ shirt underneath just because it is really chilly, and because I didn't bring any closed-toed shoes, I'm just gonna wear my little Sam Edelman slides, but yeah. How's my sweatsuit, ladies? I feel like I literally never wear a sweatsuit. Wow, this is fun. I'm going to sit and relax for about 10 minutes and then go down and meet everybody. I can hear some of the girls out by the fire already. I am feeling very much out of my comfort zone. I don't feel great in a sweatsuit. Oh, it's okay, it's okay. Be hip, be cool.
Totally.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 Good evening, ladies. I am just getting ready for bed. I'm all settled in my room. I just took the most amazing shower of my life. They have these like little shower eucalyptus steam tablets that you just like drop in the shower. So good. But I'm in dire need of some good skincare because my skin is feeling very dry. So I'm gonna start off my resveratrol. I left my Vino Perfect at home because Jack was using it, so I didn't bring it with me, but I'm gonna use this one. And while I was at the boutique today, I did a skin scan, which I didn't get a chance to show you, but during that skin scan, it was kind of it looked at like my dark spots, my wrinkles, hydration, pores. The one thing that came out not so great was my pores, and my pores came out rather enlarged, clean, which is a good thing, meaning I double cleanse. I used the CAUDALÍE oil and just my regular cleanser. So they came out clean but enlarged. And so she recommended to me, ironically, that we're here, she recommended this Vino Pure serum because this is gonna help to minimize those pores. The only areas of my face that actually needed some help were like my nose, my T-zone essentially. She pretty much said that I could just apply this in those areas as opposed to my whole face. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm just gonna add the tiniest amount in my nose, or on my nose, I guess, like so, in this T-zone area, here, and here. Just a little bit, like so. Let that dry. I'm gonna go in with my 3 Ships eye cream. This is just the vitamin C caffeine eye cream. Just gonna put a little bit of that. I am gonna need plenty of this in the morning. And then I'm gonna go in with my Nure oil. Again, my skin is feeling very dry right now. I don't know if it was just having makeup on all day or perhaps because we were sitting out by the fire. I just need some good hydration. Look at that glow. Feels so good. Ready for bed with nice, glowy, and hydrated skin. Perfect. I've got some water boiling. I'm gonna make myself a peppermint tea and then cuddle up into bed and do a little bit of work. I want to start going through some of the photos that we shot today just because I'm really excited about them. I think they turned out really pretty, so I'm excited to take a look at them. But I will see you ladies tomorrow morning. Good morning, ladies. I just got myself dressed to head to the pickleball courts. They actually have tennis and pickleball courts here at Langdon, which I've never been to because I'm usually busy eating and drinking while I'm here and relaxing. But this is my outfit for the day. We've got a cute little airy pleated athletic skirt, which actually has shorts underneath. It's super comfy and cozy. I've got some new Hokas, which Jack is going to be so happy about because he has Hokas. He actually enjoys running, unlike me. So now we've got matching shoes. I stole my mom's little jacket. I also am repurposing my Lily Silk pajama top. I don't know if I mentioned this, but these tops that I'm wearing as PJs, they're not PJs. I'm just choosing to wearing them as PJs. So it's kind of nice. So again, I'm just wearing it over top of the little green sports bras that they got us because it's quite chilly. I think it's like 13 degrees outside right now. So I just wanted to show you my little outfit because I don't want to freeze to death while we're out there. I feel like I look a little crazy. Also, for my fragrance of the day, I have gone with Agar Abeen. It's super warm and woody. It's so elegant. I adore it so much. But I think it is 9 o'clock. It is 9:01. So I'm gonna head down there and meet all the girls up for some pickleball. I'm actually excited. I also am tempted to bring my cup of coffee with me because I'm really enjoying it. It's an espresso. I just did a little espresso shot and then I added some hot water to it, kind of made like an Americano sort of. Let's go. just arrived to the tennis courts. Look at that. There's a cute little CAUDALÍE sign. This is the cutest little thing, and everybody is in their cute little outfits. In the city now, we're just at the CAUDALÍE boutique, and I'm gonna take an Uber home. I'm so excited to get home. It has been a wonderful 2 days, but I am definitely missing home. I've got all of my stuff ready to go home. Happy first day of classes, ladies. I'm feeling a little bit sentimental today because it is my last sort of start to a school year. I am officially in my last 2 semesters, which doesn't feel real, and I feel like I have been so frustrated and eager to get to this point. And now that I'm here, I am a little emotional. It's been a roller coaster. See, I'm getting emotional. It's been a roller coaster, and for those of you that don't know, I'll give a quick recap. Let's flash back to 2018. I was a very nerdy 18-year-old, actually 17-year-old, starting university in 2018. I was very eager, and I was the type of student, I was very studious. I was very excited to come to U of T because it was a very highly academic space, I guess you could say. And in my second year, I started a vlog about fashion and beauty and lifestyle, all things that just sparked my interest, honestly, and my passions. And at the time, I was still studying history and art history. It was my double major. And essentially that blog very quickly turned into Instagram and YouTube, and at that point I realized that I wanted to be a content creator, and that dream was very quickly coming to fruition, like very, very, very quickly. So I would say within a year and a half, pretty much I was handing in my notice at Aritzia, my 2 weeks notice of my part-time job. I had moved out of my sort of like student housing with my roommate and into a new apartment in the city with my last boyfriend, or like my ex. It was really just a lot happened. And it was in that moment that I was really just, my entire heart, soul, mind, energy, everything was into content creation. When I tell you that I would go to bed at 2, 3 in the morning and I was up at 5 because I was so eager to edit content. I was literally working around the clock. Any spare minute that I had, I was working, and I loved it. It was one of the best moments of my life. But when I was doing that, my school was not succeeding. I failed more courses than I have ever failed in my life, and I never want to give the impression that I was always successful at what I did, because that's not true. I failed so many courses, and I was so in denial about it because I'd always been a very successful student, and even in courses like math and physics that I wasn't like naturally great at, I worked my butt off and I got great marks. I was always that type of student. Even when something didn't come naturally, I balanced it out with work ethic. And that wasn't happening because my heart and soul just wasn't in school in that moment. And so, and I don't remember exactly when this was, but I had to come to the very, very harsh realization that I was probably never going to use my degree if I got it. And that was when I, as a young adult, even with all the support systems that I had to make a very big personal decision. Was I going to continue university, or was I going to continue pursuing content creation? Was I going to do both? Was I going to, you know, continue pursuing both full time, but continue failing my courses? That wasn't going to be very successful, was it? So I had to make a decision. And again, to be totally upfront and honest, I think at the time my choice to continue school part-time was really rooted in societal expectations. I think there was this huge expectation from everybody. I would say my parents were the only 2 people that didn't place that expectation on me, but everybody would ask, what's your degree? And when I'd say like, oh, you know, I'm studying this, but I'm going to pursue this, there was no sort of understanding that content creation could be a career, it could be a business, it could be, you know, you could be an entrepreneur. There was a huge disconnect. And so I would say for the first couple of years that I was doing part-time schooling, I think the motivation was not what it should have been. And so I would say in the last year or two, the motivation has become me. I think I am doing this for no one other than myself, to prove that I can do it, but also to attend class and simply study something that I love. And so I think my relationship with schooling in general has changed so much. I think age has to do with that. I've now started to wonder, you know, should students go to school at a later age? I mean, the way I consume, understand, and appreciate the material that we're learning in class is nowhere near the same that I did when I was 18. Let me tell you, it's so different. I don't want to ramble on too much, but I think I've reached a point where, you know, the reason I sit in class is for myself. And even though initially those motivations weren't it was very societally driven, and I never want to give the impression that I'm above anybody else and I never get influenced by society. That's not true. And so that is what happened. And I think at some point maybe my frontal lobe started developing, and I just realized why I was truly in school. And I think I've always loved learning. I love history. I love art. That has never changed about me. That is, I think, been a constant in my life ever since I can remember. And I think ask anybody that knows me and they'll tell you the same thing. And so now it's kind of like this chapter is closing and I don't know what to do with myself, because school has been such a big part of my life. It's also been cool because, you know, I've gone through phases of like being not confident about my age, because I was very mature and am very mature for my age, I would say. I have a very old soul, and I think people sometimes get confused about that. And so at one point I tried to hide my age, and I would hate the conversations because as soon as people found out, they would, and I don't know if this was out of insecurity on their end, they would sort of begin to talk down on me. And I know that so many of you share this sentiment. So I would avoid talking about my age at all costs. And with that came avoiding school being a part of my life, because as soon as I said I was in school, age would immediately come up in conversation. And so at this point, I've just, again, maybe it's getting older and more mature, maybe not mature, but just, you know, life experience. It's just, I am who I am. And I can't necessarily worry about if that's gonna make someone feel insecure. It's just, I am who I am, right? So I am in school, I am young, I am successful, and I feel like I've gotten to a point where I can just own that. And it's been so liberating, and I think that's why you've noticed maybe a little bit of a shift of me happily sharing this part of my life, because it's not common, and it's not the way that people typically do school and work and careers. I did it in a very jumbled up way. So anyways, that is why I think this chapter ending feels extra sentimental. It's a lot. But with that, I thought it would be the perfect opportunity to do a back to school haul. Obviously, it's not just for back to school. I think these are a lot of just great stationaries to have, even if you're a parent, you work in the office, just little things that I've picked up for this upcoming semester. And again, a lot of these things I'll also use for work as well. But I don't think I've ever done one of these, so it is super fitting that I get to show you everything that I've bought for my final and last semester at my university, and I'm so excited. Also, this coffee is so good. We've been trying to switch up our coffees, so we found some new beans and they're so good. But anyways, let me grab everything and let's do a little back to school / back to work haul. I actually have to leave for class in half an hour. I'm taking 3 super exciting classes this semester. One is physics, which I'm not excited about, but I'm thankful that Jack actually studied math and physics at university. So he's been my tutor. I get to live out my tutor dreams. And then I'm also taking a course on impressionism, which is one of my favorite art genres. Like Degas, he's one of my favorite artists of all time. Really excited. And then a course on the Tudor period. So think like King Henry VIII and his wives. Super exciting. Okay, anyways, let's get into everything that I bought for school, and it's gonna be in no specific order. Starting off with some little page flags. Now, what I loved about these is that they came in the cutest colors ever, and also with so many. Because I do a lot of readings, I do tend to sort of like pinpoint where certain things are so I can reference back to them. But like, look at all of these colors. They are so pretty, so like neutral, like nothing's like neon yellow. There's no neons in any of my stuff because neon yellow or just like neon colors in general make me very stressed out. So yeah, I just love all of the colors that these little page flags came in. So, so pretty. To go with that, I have got my favorite highlighters. I have been using these for years. I want to say maybe since I was in high school. These are the Mild Liner Creative Markers. They're highlighters and they come in so many different colors, but this is my favorite sort of set of colors. It comes with like a beautiful green, a like gray blue color, a beige, like a taupey color, and then a brown color. Just again, very neutral. What I do love about these, I'll show you the ones I already have open. But what I love about these is that they're double-ended, so you get your classic highlighter tip, and then you also have a fine tip on the other end. The colors are phenomenal, so great. They don't bleed, they don't smudge, they're fabulous, and again, they're not neon, which is crucial. Moving on to pens, I am very, very nitpicky with my pens, and last semester, or 2 semesters ago, I found the perfect pens in a very, very funny way, but these are the Papermate Right Rose ballpoint style. They're super inexpensive. I get them in packs like this because I lose them super quickly. I don't know where my pens go. They just disappear. Maybe they are upset at me. But essentially, I went to write an exam, and it's 2025, okay? You can't get upset at me, but like, I rarely use pens, like ever. So I arrived to my exam and I realized I didn't have a pen, and I started panicking, and honestly, to be quite honest, I was too embarrassed to ask like classmates that were around me. I didn't know any of them anyways. I was mortified. So I started running around the exam center and looking for like offices. I was like, okay, there's gotta be an adult in here that is sitting at a desk with like 20 pens in their cup holder. Like, it has to be. So I run into this like, this man had to have been like 50 years old. I don't know. He looked like my dad's age. And he's sitting in his big office, and I could see a cup holder with a ton of pens. And I'm like, hi, sir, I'm so sorry to bug you, but like, I'm just about to write an exam and I forgot to bring a pen. Like, do you have a pen that I could borrow? And he looks at me and he goes, I'm sorry, I don't. And I said, oh, I'm really sorry. Like, mind you, I had 10 minutes till my exam. And I was like, I'm so sorry. Like, I promise, but like, I'll bring it right back. My exam is exactly 2 hours. I'll be done at this time. I will be back here 5 minutes afterwards. And he's like, I'm so sorry. Mind you, I'm looking at his cup holder with pens. And I'm like, you know what, Sam? Walk away. This is not his responsibility. This is your responsibility. You were the one that forgot a pen for your exam, right? I was like, okay, I'll take the blame. I'm out. And then I'm like starting to panic. I'm like looking at my watch and I'm like, wow, time is ticking. I need to find a pen. So I'm walking down the hall, and this lady, lovely lady, she's walking down the hall. She's got literally 2 pens, no, 1 pen in her hand. She's got an iPad, like a piece of paper, and a pen in her hand. And I say the same spiel. I'm so sorry, I have an exam, I forgot my pen. And she's like, oh my God, okay, well, like, I can give you this one. And I was like, oh, thank you so much. I promise I'll bring it back to you. Like, where is your office? And then she goes, actually, follow me. Let me go get you a pen that I like for certain know that works, so you don't like, you know, have like a faulty pen writing your exam. So this lady takes me to her office. She's like grabbing her pens out of her desk, and she's like scribbling, making sure that like they're okay to get to the exam. And she's like, here, take this one. I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. And she's like, is 1 enough? And I was like, yes, 1 is more than enough. Like, I don't want to put you out more than I already have. I get to my exam. Mind you, I am writing a 3-hour-long history exam, so it was about 2.5 essays. It's like 2 essays and sort of like a short form paragraph question. And I'm not even through like paragraph 1 of my first essay, and this pen starts to give out. A pen starts to give out. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed. I'm gonna have to like put my hand up in the middle of this exam and say, I need a pen. Like, this is not the student that I am, okay? This is like so humbling. I was like, oh my God, I can't believe this is happening to me. Like, I am not the person that this happens to. And so I put my hand up shamelessly. I'm like, Sam, just, you know, set aside your ego. I'm like, I need a pen. And she hands me one of these pens. And let me tell you, the smoothest, the softest, a beautiful ink. It's black. I don't like blue. I don't like red. Black is my type of pen. And it's so beautiful. And at the end of that, I was like, oh my God. I literally took like a mental note of what these pens were. And I gave it back to her. I was like, thank you so much. I appreciate it so, so much. I then go take my pen back to the other lovely lady at her office. Life-changing pens. That's how I discovered these pens. Serendipity, I guess you could say. Okay, onto my pencil case. This is not new. I've had this for many years, but I love it. It's from Muji. It is this sort of like plastic hard case, pencil case. It holds just the right amount of things. I can put a little ruler in there. I've got some highlighters in there. My beautiful exam chaos pen. Love this pencil case. I don't even know if they still have it. I was gonna try and find a new version for you ladies, but honestly, I love this one so much. This is what I truly use and love. I truly recommend it. It's so great. I am a huge sticky note girl. I do a lot of notes when I'm doing like textbooks, just to like make mental notes for myself. Again, I don't love super colorful sticky notes, so I went with white. Classic. This has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stacks of sticky notes. Jack and I also use sticky notes for our grocery list, so these always come in handy. I have got one class this semester where no laptops, tablets, phones are allowed. We are going back to the old ways, and I could not be happier about it. I'm so excited about it. That is actually my art history class. So I got a pack of 4 small notebooks. In the past, I used the really big, like 5-star notebooks. But quite frankly, like, I just find they're very annoying to carry around, and so I like books of this size. And so this pack had some really lovely colors. We have this green, there is a brown, a sort of like beigey color, and this one I thought was going to be more of like a burgundy. It looked more burgundy on Amazon, but it's kind of more of like a red color, which that's okay, I don't mind. But what I love most is that the paper on the inside is not pure white, it is not see-through, and it's nice and smooth. I am super picky about my type of paper, so I really like this one. Anyways, great little notebooks, great size, and I think they have like different colorways, so if you don't like these colorways, there's more colors available on Amazon. I will link everything down below for you ladies. Another back to school and honestly just life essential is going to be some sort of agenda. This is the one I've been using for school. This is my Filofax in this beautiful like cherry red leather. I've had this for so many years, and so what I purchased was just some new planner inserts. This is the week on one page with the notes on the other side. I do need to find the 2026, but this will take me to the end of 2025, so like the first semester. But again, because there's not a whole lot going on in school, I like that it has the notes section on this side, so I can write down important things, assignments, and then just like write the key things on the left side with the week. So that is perfect. I then also purchased some folders. Again, a lot of professors have gotten into the habit of giving us e-readings, and if you are a teacher and or a professor from a student, to give you like honest feedback, I highly encourage you that if you are giving e-readings, I highly encourage you to do them yourself on a laptop and see how you feel. Because for myself, it's not that I don't like doing them on a laptop, is that when they're very long readings, my eyes literally hurt. Like, I get headaches from staring at a screen for so long. Like, imagine trying to read for 4 hours on a laptop. It's horrific. And so I do tend to at some points print out my readings for my classes, because it's too much to read on a laptop. I just don't like it. So I got some lovely folders. These came in 3 different colors, which I really like. They're so pretty. The quality is stunning. Again, nothing neon, but 3 lovely colors, sort of this like light beige and a chocolate brown. I really like this color. This is my favorite. But just a classic folder that I can write my class in and keep all of my readings in there. I can separate everything sort of like by week and stuff. Super lovely. It's just nice to have some folders. I started using folders like a year or so ago, and they're really helpful. Again, just because I can't do all of my readings online, it's so frustrating. A little tiny thing that I bought, which I'm very excited about. Obviously you guys know I use my Longchamp Les Pliage totes as my school bag. I didn't need a new bag, they're still in perfect condition, but I wanted to give it like a fresh facelift, I guess. So I spotted this super cute twilly on Amazon that I thought I could add to the bag to just give it like, I don't know, a refresh, make it feel new even though it's the same bag. And looking at this print, it definitely gives Hermes, but honestly I was just looking more for like colors as opposed to prints. I wanted specific colors on there. And this one I just fell in love with. Oh, it's so beautiful. So this is the print. And as you can see, I wanted blues because I wear jeans, browns and oranges and whites. The orange I thought was gonna be a perfect pop of color, and then the edge is black because I wear a lot of black. So the color choice, like I said, I wasn't looking so much for patterns, like our specific pattern or look, more for specific colors. And when I saw this one, it just had all of the colors that I wanted, and it's so perfect, it's elegant. Oh, I'm so excited to put this on my bag for today. It's gonna look so good. Oh, I love it. Okay, last but not least, tech-wise, I still use a laptop for my papers. I unfortunately can't get away from a laptop, but I have the 13-inch MacBook Pro. Mine's very, very old. I am an Apple girl. Just, it's been too long, I can't move away from it. But what I would recommend more than anything in the world, if you are a student, or honestly anybody, is an iPad. I want to say this is also the iPad Pro 13-inch. I've had this one also for a very long time. She still runs like a top. But what I would recommend is this particular keyboard. This is the Apple Magic keyboard. First of all, I love it for my hand size. It's actually way better than the actual like MacBook Pro keyboard because it's smaller. My fingers reach all the keys, really comfortable. You got a trackpad. It's expensive, but it's worth it. You've also got like an adapter here. You can like charge your phone. You can charge it 2 ways. And what I love most is that it just easily detaches. So if I'm in class and I want to write notes, I can just take it off and then pop it back on if I need to switch back to typing. This is also essential. I use GoodNotes for all of my school notes, and GoodNotes is amazing. I actually just have the free version. I don't even pay for it. I don't need it. I don't need like the non-free version. But for example, like these are some notes that I took in one of my classes. Super, super great. You can highlight, you can have different notebooks, different folders. I literally keep everything within GoodNotes. All of my e-readings are on here, separated by week, by lecture and whatnot. Super easy, and you can honestly, I think you're actually able to print all of this out. So if you do want to take your notes on here and write them out with your pencil and then print them out and have them in like a folder or whatever, you can. But I love it. It makes it so, so easy. And again, you can always switch from typing to writing. Some professors like to get a little speedy sometimes, and I'm like, oh, you know what? Let me switch to typing as opposed to writing. It's nice to have that flexibility. So I could not recommend an iPad more, and I wish I would have like used this in first year, but I have it now and it's amazing. Even outside of school, I actually use this for all my work emails. We have a lot of things like lookbooks and stuff that we have to deal with, using like Google Drive and slides and PowerPoint. I do everything on here. It's so good. It's also nice and compact, much lighter than a laptop. So even when I'm going to class, like this is pretty chunky. This is just much easier to travel with, in my opinion. I will say I wish they made these cases in like nicer colors, and if I were you, it's very tempting to get the white. They get dirty very quickly, so the black masks a little bit of the dirtiness. So not very aesthetic, but it's practical. So if they made this in a burgundy, I would absolutely get it. That is a little back to school stationery haul for you ladies. I hope you loved it, and I will be sure to link everything down below. It'll also be on my Amazon storefront because everything was actually from Amazon. Mine is like the tech and stuff, although I think you can actually buy that on Amazon nowadays. I don't know, I've never bought tech on Amazon. But, oh, last thing, a whiteout. I didn't buy a new one because I still had mine, but I only exclusively write in pen, so whiteout. And I like the type that is like a little wallpaper style. Does that make sense? I don't know. I don't like the wet whiteout. It's too messy. That's it. Okay, I'm gonna get myself ready. I'm excited. I am going to my physics class today, so I am taking my green notebook because I associate green with Jack and Jack with physics, and I'm gonna need lots of luck and help. Actually, Jack and I sat down last night to do some math recaps, and this is what we were doing, and tears were almost shed because I was frustrated, and math is not my forte, so thank God I have a tutor. What would I do without Jack? Anyways, I'm gonna get myself ready because I have to head out to class very, very shortly. Just wanted to show you my new bag, and look how pretty the twilly looks. It is literally perfect. Now there's a way where I could wrap it all the way around, but I don't know, I really like it like this. It's just super flowy and beautiful. Oh my god, I love it. Just to quickly show you my outfit, I've got my Ralph Lauren shirt, my Burberry trench, my Levi's, these are my light wash ones, my loafers, and then of course my long champ with my new twilly, which I absolutely adore. How cute does that look? Okay, let's go to class.